Okay, so the title of this riff is Nikola Tesla's Secrets to Success Now Revealed. The forces of the law of magnetic attraction described like never before by Nikola Tesla. He was literally the quantum leap to the modern world. It is known that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your personal life's philosophy. So, would it not be smart for us to look to see what Nikola Tesla believed about life, which brought about his outstanding success? Where would we be now if he had not encountered so much resistance from those who oppose his work? So here's Nikola Tesla's Secrets for Success, number 1. Quote, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Let me repeat that again. Nikola Tesla said, quote, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." End quote. The implications of this statement suggest that you can find understanding of your world and who you are by just having a basic comprehension of the laws of physics and how they operate through our entire energy system. This, of course, includes our body's atomic makeup, including our thoughts, our words, both spoken and written, and our actions. It includes the sound of harmonics from our vocal cords. Yes, our voice is only an amplifier and decoder that transmits our thoughts into the air for others to pick up by their receivers. So congratulations to you. You are telepathic by nature. So when closely examining the most fundamental laws of physics that govern the subatomic or quantum world, we begin to see what is possible and what we can do. Consider the foundational principle, the base of all quantum mechanics. This principle of energy has been referred as particle-wave duality. This principle of energy says that subatomic particles, mind you, what you and I are made of, are in a constant state of appearing and disappearing from reality. It tells us that particles exist as tiny balls of energy defined by time and space, but also, paradoxically, as waves of energy spread thin through all time and space. That when photons are observed, that this measures or collapses the function of the wave energy into what we perceive as physical atomic matter. And that the more you measure it, quote, observe, the more the laws of force will permanently put it in place. So that may sound a bit complex, but essentially, what is the practical application for this secret to success? How can you benefit from knowing that this is how atomic energy works and how forces permeate and influence? How is it practical to know this? Well, here's the answer. These mechanics essentially tell us that we have the ability to clump or conglomerate clumps of wave energy, not defined by time or space, and that with our physical eyes, but more importantly, our mind's eye, we can bring into creation what is being observed. Of course, these measurements of wave energy happen so fast that trying to measure how many times particles pop in out of existence, but more accurately pop in and out from the field of infinite energy to the world of the relative, our world, is only really understood by the current comprehensions of Planck time. To put it into perspective, an atom can vibrate 9 million times in 1 second. This means we all vibrate our atomic structure millions of times per second. Another way of saying this is that we are making millions of tiny observations or measurements with our conscious, energetic body. What does this mean? Well, this implies that we set our reality in place and that it is intrinsically connected to us. That separation is but an illusion. So where's the practical application? What is the secret to success? Albert Einstein said it best. He said that logical observations can only take us from A to B, but that factually our imagination will take us everywhere. End quote. So yes, our imagined thoughts are potential reality. Picture frames taken from the realm of infinite energy, our imagination, are essentially foreshadowing what it could be in our world of the illusory physical matter, or what we call real life. So more accurately, we are all prophets, in a sense, predicting the future with our every negative or positive thought. And that's mind-blowing. So yes, you and I are in possession of a dream-generating machine. And yes, the New Thought movement is not BS nor lunacy or some weird satanic agenda some have claimed. So please keep that in mind, because there's factual scientific evidence that these things are true, that we create our own reality. So what's number 2? Or what is Nikola Tesla's secret to success number 2? He was quoted as saying, "The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being. And if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power." End quote. Let me repeat that again, because, again, it's important. Nikola Tesla said the gift of mental power comes from God, divine being. And if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power. So consider the context. Tesla, and all its scientific objectivity, was able to discern his ability to receive, in fact, to be in tune with the mental power that comes from God. Now, of course, the question is, what is the definition of God, or how did he perceive God? And this is no small claim, since he is essentially attributing his success and his ability to concentrate to the power of what seems to be some form of prayer. And this is in absolute relevance to understanding that our brain, also transmits vibration or frequencies of coded energy. It is all energy encoded with the nature of the original thoughts. All vibrations are in the form of wave, spread thin through all space and time. That it was said in ancient times that God can hear all things at any time. We've all heard that. But how did they know in the past about these things? I'll talk about this on a later riff, so look forward to that. But then, what is the practical application for Nikola Tesla's secret to success number 2? That which has told us that we can literally tune into the mind of God, the gift of mental power coming from divine being, and that concentrating our minds on that truth, we can be coming to with that great power. How can we practically apply this in our individual lives to your individual dreams, your success, your desires, your goals, the things you desire to accomplish? Well, this is it. Yes, prayer is not a mental disease that dictates people to speak to an imaginary super friend, but it is a quantifiable process of a well-structured mechanical machine that brings into reality your wildest dreams and desires, or even your worst nightmares coming to fruition. This is why it is essential to acknowledge the laws of physics and how they operate to or through our entire atomic structure. This is why Nikola Tesla was also quoted as saying, quote, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration." End quote. Coincidentally, Napoleon Hill, the Jesus of entrepreneurship and success philosophy, extensively explained in many of his books that we, you and I, do indeed have the ability to receive knowledge from the storehouse of infinite knowledge, as he liked to call it. And there are more millionaires in the world that testify to the efficacy of the principles found in his books as incontrovertible. I dare you to ask Tony Robbins if you don't believe me. This statement is true. So keep that in mind and make sure that you always consider this, because this is a powerful secret of life and a secret to success. If you ever wonder how it is possible for some of these people who have created mind-blowing lifestyles that are in contrast to the average person, is this: they know this to be true. They've trained their mind many times subconsciously, but I bet you most of the time consciously, because they know for a fact that this is how their mind works. They access the universal core in the universe where all knowledge, all wisdom, or potential reality already exists, and they bring it to the reality, and they act accordingly and create mind-blowing lifestyles. And I'm here to tell you, you can do the same. You can do exactly the same as these people have done. It just takes a little awareness, a little bit of hard work, and practice. So what is Nikola Tesla's secret for success number 3? He was quoted as saying, "The desire that guides me in all I do is the desire to harness the forces of nature to the benefit of mankind." End quote. it's worth it to repeat that again. The desire that guides me in all I do is the desire to harness the forces of nature to the benefit of mankind. End quote. How amazing is that? I love this. Tesla attributes all his actions and creations to his desire to bring benefits to mankind. And have we not factually observed how technology continues to make strides, quantum leaps of progress, decade after decade, bringing instant, full communication to the world? And now we are at the cusp of quantum communication, which is going to allow us to fully integrate life solutions to many of the world's problems that plague society. Yes, quantum supremacy is here. To illustrate, once quantum computers become common household tech, like our TVs or iPads, once given a problem to solve, what would normally take a current supercomputer 10,000 years, a quantum computer could do it in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And that is mind-blowing. Let me repeat that again. Once quantum computers become common household technology, like our TVs or iPads, if you were to give this quantum computer a problem to solve, what would normally take a current supercomputer about 10,000 years, a quantum computer could do it in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Again, that is mind-blowing. The potential for progress staggers the mind. And I'm here to tell you, humanity has achieved quantum supremacy. And in the background, behind the scenes, I'm telling you, this is being integrated and being set up so that humanity can access the quantum networks and access never before released knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and technology that will improve every facet of our lives. So keep a keen eye on these things being developed as they become mainstream. Now, going back to what Nikola Tesla said, the desire that guided him was his desire to harness the forces of nature to the benefit of mankind. That's a mental state. It's an attitude. It's a mental focus. And is that not the golden rule that we have heard about? That it is our desire to serve others and bring benefits that will give us the most personal gratification. That what we do for others, we are in fact doing to ourselves, and that what we fail to do for others, we fail to do for ourselves. Is this not the concept described as loving your neighbor as yourself? Is this not the highest value and virtue for that which we can live by? So why not use all these principles to discover your own soul desire, to define and know your own soul purpose, to know exactly what are the things that you can do best than most others, to find out what is the one thing you can do best than most others. Again, for then will you not be able to harness, just like Nikola Tesla, your natural force for the benefit of mankind? So think about that. Think how significant that is. This was Nikola Tesla's philosophy. A man of incredible success, of amazing, observable success. I would suggest he's the quantum leap to the technological modern world. So if he was able to create so much, and we have all benefited one way or another from his earlier integrations on scientific knowledge, physics, and robotics, and energy. And if we are benefiting right now ever so slightly, wouldn't it be smart for us to learn and fully integrate his philosophy about life? Because remember, the quality or your beliefs about life will determine the quality of your life. If your life sucks, it's because your thinking and your beliefs suck and they create your reality. This is not some made up philosophy. This is quantifiable and measurable, and quantum mechanics testifies to this truth. So to recap, and if you're able to write them down, I highly suggest it, is this. These are Nikola Tesla's secrets to success. They have been revealed, and they describe the forces practically, the forces of the universe and the law of magnetic attraction like never before. He said that we must learn to be in the habit of thinking in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, because this will give us the key to finding the secrets of the universe, the key to opening the door of how life works, how the universe works, and how we can open the doors to incredible success, that which may reflect Nikola Tesla's. Also, the gift of mental power coming from God, divine being, and that concentrating our minds on that truth, we can connect and be in tune with that mental power that comes from God. Napoleon Hill referred this to as infinite intelligence, the realm where all knowledge, all potentialities of future outcomes exist, which are brought about, determined by our thoughts, our words, our actions, our thinking, what we think about most of the time as individuals and collectively. It's highly significant and important that we keep that in mind as we live our life. And then having a mental attitude. Nikola Tesla's secret for success number 3. Acknowledging that his success is also due to his heartfelt desire that guided everything that he did, which was the desire to harness the forces of nature to the benefit of mankind. That is so powerful. Imagine harnessing your own personal abilities, your own means to access your gifts that can be developed, your mental capacities, your brain wiring, while you're prone towards success. We all have gifts. We all have means of achieving. We may not be fully aware of them, and we may need help to really learn how we function as individuals. And I might suggest my book can help you with that assignment. It can help you find your soul purpose, your spirit's agenda, your gifts to the world, your heart's desires, which are essentially already wired into your being. Again, this is not some weird esoteric philosophy. It is a quantifiable, measurable scientific process. And that process is found within the context of my book, Blueprint for Immortality, The Quantum Code for Life Secrets to Success. It can help you clearly define who you are and what you are and what your gifts are. And I highly suggest you go over that information if you haven't already done so. Take notes in doing so. So those are the secrets from Nikola Tesla on how to achieve success. Keep them in mind. It will improve your life drastically. It will make you better. So with that in mind, if you felt that this riff was valuable, put a comment down below. Express your thoughts of how you benefited. What did you like best about it? How you are going to make an agreement with yourself about applying it in your life towards your goals and dreams. Again, put a like on the video, share it with people who you may feel may benefit from, and look forward to my next riff, and I also look forward to reading your comments.